This is Josh Cassidy, aka Big Cass, of the Bunch of Nuts podcast with Blake from the Saturday Cadence for part of the Silver Bulletin. Ryan Day in his right lightning round, as they call it, had a few of the players. What was your takeaway with what Ryan Day came out and spoke to the team about?
I think it was great for Ryan Day first to talk about. The first question was about an HBCU coming in here with Grambling State and just the history of that program, and about Eddie Robinson and how he was so impactful to Coach Larry Johnson's life. He actually addressed the team talking about that because that's how Larry Johnson actually got into coaching, was through Eddie Robinson, hearing him at a clinic. So that was a pretty cool story for him to share with everybody. He also talked about being proud of the quarterbacks, Julian Sain in particular there. Tavian St. Clair's been making some strides, and they would like to get him some game reps, but that's something that's going to come down the line. But really, it was a great thing for the defense to go out and perform the way that they did. But he said there's a lot of ways that they need to improve going forward in the rest of the season. It was great to get the win against Texas. That was the goal, just to go 1-0. They did that, and now it's going to be about building brick by brick, setting that foundation, and building for what's to come down the rest of the schedule.
The first player we talked to was Will Kaczmarek, and he talked about how they played a lot of 14 personnel, 4 tight ends, talked about getting in the end zone. And I asked Will, I was like, what was it like bringing Max Clair in? And he talked about, bringing again a guy like that, just the energy he brings, and the type of player Max Clair is as well. And just talk about the 14 personnel and how I loved it, that the fact that a true freshman, Nate Roberts, came in and played fullback.
Yeah, no, that was really outstanding for us to bring that 23 personnel, 14 personnel, whatever it was, because sometimes you had a tight end lining up at a fullback. But just talk about the depth of that room was really impressive for Ohio State to have this year. Jelani Thurman, Max Clair, like you said, we have Will Kaczmarek, and then you have Bennett Christian. All those guys are contributing to this team in some form or fashion. That's really great to have depth at that position, especially with a wide receiver room that's that good. Great running backs, great offensive line. So those are all really encouraging signs for the Buckeyes.
And then Philip Daniels, and with Philip Daniels, I know that we talked to a couple other players, but Philip Daniels was one. It was a pretty fun interview that we did with Philip Daniels.
Yeah.
Talked about his intensity and the little rivalry he had with Simmons.
Yeah, he was actually the most entertaining of everybody that we spoke to, Colin Simmons. Even a little bit of trash talking. We know there's that video of him drawing the penalty of him on the next play. The whole stadium went nuts. He said it kind of felt like a movie when that happened. He's also a guy that grew up in Ohio, and that was pretty cool, talking about him lining up in his stance for the first snap. He's sitting there, he's like, man, I'm really doing this. And just to talk about, we have so many guys on this roster from Ohio, and that always makes a Buckeye team more special because they grew up here. It means more. They carry the state pride with them. They know what it means to be a Buckeye. So that was a really, really great part to hear, too, from those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for this Saturday, 3:30 BTN against Grambling State.
Yeah, it's going to be great, guys. Tune in.